Welcome to Keep It Simple with Dab. I just want to start this show off by saying I prayed the prayer a long time ago for God, please keep stress away from me. I used to stress myself out. When I say I used to be stressed, you see it all over my face. You know, they say it's written all over your face. It used to be written all over my face. Look at this face. This is a face of no stress. I might be stressed, but I don't let it stress me out. When I prayed that prayer to keep stress away from me, I meant that. I never want to be stressed out to a point where I'm laying in the bed, can't get out the bed. Oh, you know that stress, it tear you up, don't it? Make you have to shit all the time. Don't nobody want to be on the toilet all day because they stressed over a person, a job, money, whatever the case may be. You know that's usually what stresses us out. Other people, money, couple dollars. Man, the more money you get, the more you spend, ain't it? Man, you be so happy to get that money. You get that money in your pocket. Next thing you know, that money be gone. Unless I'm speaking for myself. But I prayed stress away a long time ago. And I learned that one monkey don't stop no show. When something happens, get through it. What you sitting up stressed for? What you think that's gonna do? Get bags under your eyes? Skin get to looking all bad? And don't nobody care that you stressed out. They care for a minute, but then they go on about their own life. Shit, they be stressed out too. But are they praying the same prayer that you prayed? Pray that stress away. I don't give a damn what you believe in. I don't give a damn if you believe in the stars and the moon is God. Who gives a shit? Pray it away. I'm not telling you to go to church and shake a tambourine. I'm telling you to pray to whatever you believe in, because you got to believe in something if you want to get a prayer through. Right? Prayer don't mean church. Prayer don't mean religion. Prayer makes you a believer of something, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. If you do, I don't give a fuck. Pray, all right? Welcome to Keep It Simple with Dab.
Keep it simple. Gotta keep it simple. Keep it simple. Gotta keep it simple. Keep it simple. Gotta keep it simple. Keep it simple. You gotta keep it simple. Keep it simple. Gotta keep it simple. Keep it simple. Gotta keep it simple. Keep it simple. Gotta keep it simple, keep it simple. Gotta keep it simple, keep it simple.
What's up? Welcome to Keep It Simple with Dab. I need to start getting some applause. Can I get some applause? Because I feel like I should be celebrated. I work hard, goddammit. Y'all should be celebrated too. I want y'all to be in this. I want y'all to feel like y'all are here with me. So I know this is very untraditional to start an episode calling off comments and DMs, but it's my favorite way to do things. Y'all be saying some stuff in these comments and DMs, man. I really enjoy this. And I think that I'm probably going to start all my episodes off like this. I want to hear from you. Check this out. Man, y'all be going through some shit, and I'm going to tell you, I love that this be some tea. No, you know what? Let me not say that. This ain't tea. This is people's real lives. And that's another problem. We use a lot of, especially when it comes to celebrities, we treat celebrities' lives as if it's tea. Celebrities' lives are not tea. That's their real life. And when you go on there, you be dogging them out because they made a mistake. You dogging them out because they had a baby with a loser. Your sister had a baby with a loser. Your mama had a baby. You the product of a loser. Damn, I ain't got nothing else to say about that. So stop treating people like they not human beings. They human too. Celebrities are human too. You are like, they from Mars and you from America. No, they from America too. Egypt, Africa, somewhere. They from somewhere. So I usually ask y'all to send me DMs, comments, anything that you want to talk about. Advice. Shit that you feel like should be common sense to somebody else, but for some reason it ain't. So you send it to me to do your dirty work, and I love it. Ooh, this is gonna be good. This is long now, y'all. Take it back now, y'all. So this says they want to stay anonymous. And I told y'all, if you want to stay anonymous, I will not call off your screen name. I met this guy. I really like him, but at first I didn't. The problem was when I finally met him in person, after talking online for nearly 3 weeks, we sat for dinner, a nice restaurant. He spoke, and I instantly noticed he was missing a tooth in the front. Ooh. After the second drink, I built up enough courage to ask, what happened to your tooth? I mean, he's 32 for God's sakes. This is good. He said that he had never got it fixed after a misfortunate accident. I couldn't understand with his great career, why not just get it fixed? He said that he's going to get around to it eventually. After the date, I went back to his Instagram and I realized he never smiles on his photos. I feel like I've been played. I loved his conversation, even went on 2 more dates. but I'm embarrassed to take him around anyone because who wants people to talk about the person that they're dating and be the laughing stock? What would you do? Bring your ass over here. Come on, get the camera close. When you dating online, especially after 2-3 weeks, you got to go through pictures. You got to go through videos. And if you're going through the pictures, you're going through the videos. You take your time. Don't just because somebody be cute. If they ain't never smiling, if they ain't never talking, you ask for a video. Ask to FaceTime. What you doing talking to somebody 2-3 weeks and you ain't never tried to FaceTime? And they ain't never showed their teeth? If somebody always wearing a hat, they hat fishing usually. They probably got a big bald spot. They bald. But I don't know what's wrong with people. What's wrong with being bald these days? People be bald. People be bald. You get older. You ain't got no hair on top of your head. Now, missing teeth in the front, as a 32-year-old man, you said that man had a great career. You said that the first date that y'all went on was an amazing restaurant. Real nice. Girl, go with that man to go get his teeth fixed. I mean, do his breath stink? Is his breath stinking? Is that the problem? Do his breath stink? You got to tell me more details than that. I mean, because I can't do nothing with no funky breath. Some people can deal with funky breath. I've witnessed funky breath and I be seeing somebody, I be like, how do you kiss this person in their mouth with that breath like that? Some people deal with funky breath. I couldn't do it. I'm not a funky breath dater. If you see me dating somebody, just know that their breath don't stink. And their breath don't never stink. I don't even like bad morning breath. Because why your breath stink in the morning if it ain't stink last night? You know morning breath when you smell it though, but your breath shouldn't smell like shit in the morning. Your breath should smell like regular morning breath, not shit. Because that means you got to go get your teeth fixed. That means you got decay in your mouth. So this is fixable. Well, even if it's breath stink, but see, when you got bad breath, I can't unsmell it. You ever knew somebody, they had bad breath 10 years ago, and you just know them as, oh yeah, you talking about Sheila with the funky ass breath. That's what Sheila gonna be. Sheila from high school. Sheila got funky breath. Ain't nothing Sheila can do about it. Even Sheila messing around when got all her teeth fixed. But Sheila still gonna be Sheila with the funky breath. You gonna smell Sheila new breath, but you don't believe it. You don't, I don't be a believer. I'd be like, I don't know. Sheila must have just ate some good gum that day. I don't know. That just be me, you know. But people can change. People's breath can change. Can people? Okay, so this is a whole nother conversation. Can people's breath change? Can Sheila climb up the hill and go to the dentist? Because you know Sheila from Why Did I Get Married? I don't even know what her name's Sheila. Shout out to Tyler Perry. I love Why Did I Get Married. I can't wait to look at that new show that he got, Why Did I Get Married? He got a TV series coming out, Why Did I Get Married? See how I got ADHD? I just went off from one thing to another thing to something else. It could either be that or the tequila. Shouts out to tequila. I just started drinking tequila. Tequila's not what it used to be when I was younger. I feel like when I used to drink tequila, it used to make me want to fight. But maybe it's because my insides didn't change. I don't care about fighting no more. I mean, I will. Don't try me. But what I want to fight for because I done drank some liquor. That ain't cool. I don't know what people think so cool about fighting. But anyway, Anonymous, man, go with that man to the dentist. Go get him a tooth. You can go to Brazil and go get a tooth for $5. I mean, you know, you got somebody with a buddy pass, you can go to Brazil and get a tooth for $5. I've seen it. I've seen people get $5 teeth and they last for a long time. Go get that man a tooth. He got a good job. And then embarrassed. Half these hoes ain't got no man. And half they man doing them wrong, cheating on them. Half they man ain't got nothing. They women too. So don't be embarrassed because your man missing his front tooth, but he definitely need to get that back. You ain't got no, come here. I hope your man watching. You ain't got no reason to be 32 years old missing a front tooth. Who missing front teeth? That's some crackhead shit. I feel like the only people, you sure he ain't on drugs? You sure he ain't on drugs? Anonymous, I feel like the only people usually be missing teeth is these days is crackheads. I don't really know nobody to be missing teeth in the front. Side teeth, I can see people missing side teeth. And, I'm not going to judge. I usually talk about side teeth, but I'm not going to judge somebody for missing side teeth. Some people just be thinking you don't see it. But when something be funny and you smile, we see the hole in your mouth. You can't hide not having a side tooth. Come on now. But front teeth, that's cracky. I ain't seen a normal human being missing a front tooth unless it was a crackhead in ages. So go to his house. If you want to continue this relationship, go to his house. Make sure you don't see no pipe or nothing laying around the house. Needles and shit. Lord forgive me. You know what? Come on. Next, get the man teeth fixed, Anonymous. You sitting up. I think you just wanted to be on the show because you ain't even had no reason to contact me. All you got to do is go with that man. He got a good job. Go with him to get his teeth fixed. Shit, and while you there, go get you a cleaning too. You say you got a good job, ask him put you on the PPO plan. Oh, this one gonna be a long one. This is a sad case right here. This is from another Anonymous. I have a sister 10 years younger than me. She got married at a young age to a man 17 years older than her. She met this man before she went off to college out of state. Before her and the guy even got serious, my mom set her up good for college. She had her own apartment and her own car. My sister also had her job transferred too. We were so proud of her and the future we saw for her. My mom was willing to do anything to make sure she was successful. The old man came into her life, started using her car, had her being picked up from work by friends and family. Instead of starting school, she moved to another city just like that, all because this man found a so-so job. She got pregnant, he couldn't keep a job, and she pretty much became the breadwinner and still tried going to school in this other city while working 2 jobs as he sat home. Then they got married. My nephew was the best. He loved me so much, I loved him the same. I couldn't really fully like her husband because I always knew my sister deserved much better. But I still tried hard to accept him. My last straw was when he started to become so disrespectful to my mom. I don't play about my mama. I normally held my tongue when it came to my sister's old, no-job, Uber-driving husband, again, who's 17 years older than her. But when the disrespect became unbearable against my mom, I spoke out to my little sister. She told me, if I don't like her man, then I don't like her. She stopped talking to us, but eventually started talking back to my mom again. I say to myself because she may have needed something. But she also stopped letting me talk to my nephew, who I love so much. It's been over 2 years, and now she sends photos of my nephew to our family group chat. I asked her to call me since she had blocked me so long ago, and I've tried reaching out to her for a conversation. Never heard from her. But how should I feel about her sending photos of my nephew to the family group chat as if I'm supposed to get excited about it? The man is still disrespectful, and we still haven't talked. It used to hurt me so bad not to speak to my nephew, but now I've built a wall of who gives a shit. What would you do? One thing a woman is gonna do is let a man ruin her life. Ugh. That makes me so mad because this has been happening since dinosaurs was around. And it ain't just men be ruining women's lives, but I'm talking about this story in particular because women be ruining men's lives too. We see it every day. But 17 years older than somebody and you sitting your funky ass at home. You's a bum. I don't want, what Candy say? I don't want no scrub. And TLC said it, but Candy wrote it. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. But see, this is because people not listening to the songs like they used to. 17 years older than you done missed college, you done got pregnant, you done got married to this man who's sitting on his funky ass. And see, this is the thing too. When you love somebody as a family member, as a brother, as a sister, as a cousin, you're gonna love them. You're gonna try to love the person that they're with. You tolerate the person that they're with. Because you know that if you tolerate the person that they're with, you can have some type of cordial relationship with the person that you love. Although you be biting your tongue as much as you can, but eventually it always wears off. Because you can't sit and just continue to watch somebody be stupid, get played in that relationship. It hurts. Sometimes it hurts you more than it seems like it hurt them, but you don't know their struggle mentally. You got to know though, sometimes I think it's them being rebellious. I've just talked about this. People stop getting with people older than you to pay bills. What you 17 years older and you paying bills. You got 2 jobs. Let me tell you something, Anonymous. God knows your heart. Don't feel bad that you don't give a shit no more about having a relationship with the nephew. And I know that it hurts, but you got to move on. That ain't got nothing to do with you no more. She said very clear, if you don't like her husband, then you don't like her. Which you know that that's not true. You know that you love your sister. But she gave that ultimatum. If you don't like my husband, then you don't like me. She said that. You didn't say that. So let her live by it. And you know what? Don't waste your nights and your days thinking about that, which clearly you said you aren't. The kid also doesn't have anything to do with it. But you still can't talk to. It's like you love him, just love him from afar. You know, because stressing yourself ain't gonna do you no good. What I just said in the beginning of this? I learned a long time ago to not stress myself. I prayed about that because that stress will kill you. People literally die from stress. So you got to let the enemy know that they not bigger than you. You bigger than them, and you will always win. You are the head and not what? The tail. You shall prosper. And eventually, if God allows, you and that nephew will eventually have a relationship. Possibly you and that sister will eventually have a relationship. But I totally understand having a relationship with a child and that child being pulled from you. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing because it's a child. For one, that's immature on the sister's part to do that because that beef, what them girls say at Bella Noche, because if you had beef with somebody at their wedding, you should have got with them at their wedding. Because if you can't go to Bella Noche, then where can you go? That's true. If you had beef with that brother, you had beef with that brother. Don't put the child into it. Because now you pulling people in and out of that child's life. And that child gonna get used to that, people being in and out of their lives. Especially their loved ones. That's not fair to the child. That's immature. Maybe she getting exactly what she deserved, being with the no good 17-year older than her, no job keeping, Uber driving man. Enjoy, nigga. That pisses me off. I hate that. One thing that relationship gonna do is make a fool of you. You had your chance to go to college. Gave it up for a man. He driving your car, got people picking you up from work. Why would you have a car and you let somebody else drive your car for somebody else to come and pick you up for work? Let's talk about that. Why would you have a car? Huh? You give it to somebody else so you can be inconvenienced. Where that makes sense at? Who started that? Who started that? I want to know who started that because I need to talk to y'all. Who started that? Letting somebody else get your car so you can be inconvenienced. And that man can't keep a job. Man, let me get off of this for the man come and find me. Let me move on to the next subject. I want to take a second to talk about Sydney Starr. For those of you who don't know, Sydney Starr is a transgender 100-year-old woman who was arrested for allegedly trying to have sexual relations with a 14-year-old boy. She 100 years old. But you know what? I feel terrible for saying a transgender woman who was allegedly, because it shouldn't matter if they were transgender or not. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's disrespectful to the transgender community. Because, and if you are not a supporter of the transgender community, this has nothing to do with you. Get on about your business for a second. Go get some coffee or something, because this ain't got nothing to do with you. I support all communities. LGBT, black, white, green, yellow, orange, Mexican, Arabian, Asian, unless you're a bad person. That's all that matters to me. I don't like bad people. I don't like dumb people. I don't like ignorant people. So why I say I feel like it's disrespectful to transgender, because it doesn't matter whether you transgender, you straight, you whatever the case may be. You were a 100-year-old woman, a 100-year-old person trying to have sex with a 14-year-old. You are disgusting. Let's get that straight, okay? Sydney Starr is disgusting. I unfollowed her. And for those of you who don't know, Sydney Starr is a transgender. Now, this makes sense for me to say that she was a transgender in this particular case, because Sydney Starr back in the day, back when Chingy, you remember Chingy? I like it when you do that right there. That was that shit. And look at the better to show your hair. Every time I try to leave, something keep pulling me back. That was my shit. What you doing in the Holiday Inn? Ooh, Chingy had some hits. Chingy was on the road. Man, if you are a millennial, you know that Chingy was that nigga. What? Who? Chingy was that dude. Sydney Starr was a transgender. She was a pretty transgender too. And she took a picture with Chingy and she put it out and she said that Chingy and her had a thing. Totally ruined Chingy's career. Chingy worked so hard to be where he was. Sydney Starr ended up still being famous. She went on to have this long-lasting career in like stupid shit like baddies and, be fighting bitches and shit. I think she might have did like some porn or something like that, but she was popular. It don't matter these days. You popular for what you popular for, and I don't judge you. Sydney Starr got a second chance after doing somebody so wrong. We should have knew the motherfucker's character from back then when she did that to Chingy. And everybody owed Chingy an apology. And we all need to stream Chingy music right now. Chingy got did wrong. Chingy ain't even... And then let me tell you something about this too. If Chingy was with a transgender, why does that make you not like his music no more? I never understood that. If somebody make good quality work, art, they got good stuff. They got good music. They got a good movie. You stop liking them because they like a particular person. Although Chingy did not, Chingy was played. Chingy ain't even try to fight it neither. That's why I know Chingy is unproblematic. Now, I don't think Chingy really cared for the LGBT community. Now, I'm not saying that he don't, but if I was him, I would have a stain on my shit to where I'd be like, I don't fuck with them punk bitches like that. I feel like that. And I wouldn't even feel no type of way. I'd imagine he's scarred from that. It messed something that you worked for your whole life. And Sydney fucked that up for him. Only for her, big, with all them motherfucking hair bumps on her titties. Set up and tried to get with a 14-year-old. She's trash to me. And allegedly, she trash, but allegedly got with a 14-year-old. I don't think the story fully came out yet, but she did it. Sometimes you ain't gotta know, you just know. She did it. But what I'm saying is, it's not right for people to say, here go those transgenders again. Here go the LGBT messing with little kids. There's a lot of straight men and a lot of straight women who are the reason for a lot of these people questioning their sexuality, because these people are touching these kids. They're being molested at young ages. And nobody really wants to talk about it. I don't mind talking about it. It happens in my family. It definitely happens in your family. See, the problem with this tequila is I shouldn't be drinking it while I'm on camera, because then I get to spilling tequila. They say spilling tea, I spill tequila. It's all over me. It's already all over me because I done set up and spilled the shit all on me. But it's true. We neglect molestation in our families and we let these people move along as if nothing ever happened. They are terrible people. They shouldn't let this shit be swept under the rug. There are family members that are out here molesting family members, trying to get with family members. Listen, I'm not the one to fuck with. And you hear me and you hear me good, motherfucker. If you out there touching on a child, looking at a child the wrong way, you's a nasty, dirty bitch. And your day will come. Trust me. Either your mental ain't right, you living through hell, and you deserve it. You's a nasty bitch. But when it comes to the transgender, you're putting this off to a whole group of people from one particular situation. And then now y'all out here calling transgender all out their name, Transformers and him. And for you to start calling Sydney Starr a him, and I'm not taking up for her, she's trash. But for you to start calling Sydney Starr a him because of this particular situation, her trying to get with the 14-year-old, you're disrespecting a whole group of people. You disrespecting transgenders because she did that bullshit and you calling them a him. Do you see where I'm going with this? You're disrespecting your friends that are transgender because they did something wrong. Now it's not a she no more. She identifies as a she. She's a trash person. It's not a he's a trash person. You see what I'm saying? It's still disrespectful whether you like it or not. That's just like a white person who loves black people, always around black people. They come over for dinner. That's your best friend. They know your kids. They Uncle Tom. No, wait, that's not right. They Uncle Ken. Ken is a white name. Yeah, Ken kind of white. Yeah, because the Ken Dow. Yeah, Ken white. White enough. Because I know some black Kens. Because they named Kenneth and we just shorten it to Ken. That don't matter. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Ken. Rupert. No, Rupert Black. That's an old black name. What's a white man name? John? I got Johns in my family. They black. They black as hell. I don't know no white man. Bill? No, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Jeff Black and white is kind of in the middle. But you know what I'm trying to say. Damn, I can't think. Tequila, y'all need to give me a sponsorship because y'all really got me. I don't even know what to think. What is a white man? But anyway, there's a situation where one black person does something wrong to them, it's wrong. It's wrong now. And it's wrong. Even black people would be like, that was some bullshit. But Ken fuck around and get mad at that black person. And the first thing come out Ken mouth, fucking nigger. Now Ken just fucked up his relationship with all the black people that he knew because he got mad at one black person, although the black person was wrong, dead wrong. That's not right. Ken shouldn't get so upset with that black man, a black person, whoever did him wrong, and call a whole group of people. You just disrespected a whole group of people by calling them nigger. So when you disrespect Sydney Starr, although she deserves to be disrespected, but calling her him because she did something wrong, that's not right. And I'm not taking up for Sydney Starr trash ass. Trash as fuck. You ain't got no business messing with no 14-year-old. And I'm going on record to say Sydney Starr is complete trash. But you're disrespecting a whole group of people. And like I said in the beginning, this ain't got nothing to do with people who don't care for transgender. This ain't got nothing to do with you. So go on and get out the conversation. If you don't like transgender, this conversation ain't for you. I told you, go get some coffee, go get you a drink, grab a snack and come on back. But as a human being and as someone who say that they love God, you should love all people. Until somebody do you wrong, because I'm all for, saying fuck you once you do me wrong. I get that. I understand. If you're a terrible person, you're a terrible person. So that's disrespectful. I just want to throw that out there. And they say Sydney Starr looked like Big Meech, which is a man. I guess that don't make it no better, because personally, I thought when I saw Sydney Starr, I thought it was Big Meech too. Big Meech is the ex-drug dealer. They call me Big Meech, Larry Hoover. When Sydney Starr went to jail, they took all her makeup off, put the wig in the bag. They put all of your shit in the bag. And you got to pick it up when you finally get out of jail, all your belongings and shit. So they took the wig off, pulled all the makeup off, and she looked like Big Meech. She did look like Big Meech. A little Meech, or she looked like a Meech. She definitely looked like Big Meech, which is a man. I don't know if that's why people was calling her man or whatever the case may be, but she definitely looked like Big Meech. Shout out to Beyonce for Morning Dew Remix. Oh man, Beyonce, I love Beyonce. Why she put a song out 20 years later and I'm playing it like it just came out last night? Beyonce is the standard. You ever notice that whenever somebody want to be at the top, they say, this person better than Beyonce? Well, why you got to name Beyonce? Because she's the standard. They got more records than Beyonce. Who said something about Beyonce? Because she's the standard. Oh, this person can dance. They dance better than Beyonce. Well, why you mentioning Beyonce? They hair longer than Beyonce. Who gives a fuck about their hair being longer than Beyonce? Beyonce ain't said shit. Beyonce don't bother nobody. Beyonce make her music and she gone on about her business. She do her tours and she gone on about her business. Beyonce is the standard. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. I ain't even gonna say nothing bad about you. Beyonce, we like Beyonce. If you don't like Beyonce, you probably on the wrong podcast. Because I love Beyonce. Let me tell you some of the people that I love. Me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end. No, I love me. I love God. I love Beyonce. I love Britney Spears. Oh, I love Britney Spears. Man, have y'all seen Britney Spears shaking that ass in some drawers all the time? Britney Spears don't be wearing no clothes. Man, Britney Spears keep a thong on the videos, don't she? Who keep recording all these videos of Britney? Britney Spears set that phone up on that tripod. And Britney Spears give you a nasty 1-2 step that Sierra ain't never seen before in her life. Britney Spears so bad. And what's this thing y'all keep saying, that ain't her, talking about that ain't Britney Spears? Well, who is it? She look like Britney Spears. You think Britney Spears got that good of a impersonator? I think it's Britney Spears. Her teeth look a little gap than what they was before. But people get older and their teeth start to spread. But she got the same dance moves as Britney Spears. Y'all look at them dance moves back from Britney Spears back in the day. Britney Spears was doing the same dance moves. And I love Britney Spears. I'm a slave for you. And when you really look back at some of the dance moves, a lot of the artists was doing back in the day, don't beat me up, nah. But Aaliyah was doing the same move. And I love Aaliyah. Aaliyah was doing the same moves. Aaliyah was doing that little 1-2 step. She was cute. She was sexy. She moved her little hips and things like that. But Aaliyah was doing them same Britney Spears moves. She was smooth. Aaliyah was smooth. She was real smooth. But Britney Spears used to be smooth like that. Did I just say used to be? Britney older. Britney's a treasure. But see, the thing about Beyonce is she stood the test of times. Beyonce has been going nonstop for all of these decades at this point. Decades. That's almost unheard of. Beyonce has longevity to where she's in a conversation with these young girls. Beyonce ain't got no business in the conversation with these young girls at her age, at her level of superstardom in her career. But she is, because she deserves to be there. She continues to reinvent herself. She has eras of music. You can listen to a song from Beyonce and you know that's not on the same album from another album. All of her albums are totally different. Beyonce do not put out the same music. She gives you something different. She gives you something new. She gives you something fresh. I love that lady, man. Can't nobody tell me nothing about Beyonce. And shout out to Miss Tina for creating Beyonce. What? Man, Miss Tina deserves every flower at the flower shop because she created Beyonce. Man, please. Shout out to Matthew Knowles for creating Destiny's Child. Like what? Man, we ain't seen another kid like that since. Kelly Michelle, Beyonce, hello, Destiny's Child, they're the child. Nobody has ever created a child like that, Destiny's Child. Y'all don't even get it. And I thought y'all was gonna get it. You ain't catching it first, did you? You ain't catching it. This is the part of the show where I like to talk about something that I'd like to keep simple, but we'd rather make it so hard. What I like to keep simple is when people are terrible people, they get away with so much, then they apologize. And we keep letting them back into our lives. What's up with that? I sure hate to say it. But Kanye West continues to do stupid shit. Y'all keep going to the concert. Y'all keep supporting him. I don't know how good his last album did. I don't really think it did that well, to be honest. I think that a lot of people went to the concert because it's Kanye West. I have about 6 pair of Yeezys. I ain't worn in years. Should I just wear them? Because I feel like don't nobody really give a fuck that Kanye West turned his back on the black community multiple times. And you know what annoys me about Kanye West? He's apologized to the Jewish community big time. Made it very apparent that he was apologizing to the Jewish community. He has not apologized to the black community. It's like it's not even important to him. How can somebody disrespect the black community so much? I mean, from talking about how the way that George Floyd died. Like, there's no way that Kanye West should have got on record and said some shit like that. The whole black community understands and was able to see how George Floyd died. Even Ray Charles, no, because he been gone. Even Stevie Wonder know George Floyd passed away. It was murder. George Floyd was murder. Stevie know that. And Kanye West was able to look at that video and still say that George Floyd was not murdered. He died from fentanyl. Man, that's a slap in the face. We was out there marching and shit. My motherfucking feet still hurt from out there marching for George Floyd, for justice. And you allowed Kanye West to get his funky ass out there and say things like that and get away with it. Apologize to a whole nother community. Don't apologize to black people. And y'all go to his concert. And this takes me to selective outrage, which I'm going to hold off for a second on speaking about that because I got other motherfuckers that I want to talk about. I want to talk about Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is such a slap in the face especially to the gay community, which is most of her following, I'd imagine, because I don't know no straight men that's talking about, oh, Nicki Minaj, I'm about to put a pink outfit on. I don't know that. And if they do, then ladies, y'all need to question your man putting that pink outfit on, jumpsuit, to go look at a Nicki Minaj concert. Question your man. What you got that on for? What they say you is? What they say you is? Because if your man going out in the Nicki Minaj outfit, talking about he finna go, motherfucking monster. Nah, you need to question him. He shouldn't be doing that. That ain't okay. And they no pink jumpsuit with a wig on, going to see Nicki Minaj at the concert. I can't understand how Nicki Minaj gets a pass from so many of her fans. It's like, are you just gonna let somebody lead you into doom? Y'all that much of a follower? We got to get some sense about ourselves, because a lot of y'all are grown. She ain't made no song that good to where you don't stand no business about your own life. Nicki Minaj done led y'all to be a Trump supporter? Now, that's a whole nother subject. That's a mental illness. That's something that you need to go get treated. Go get that treated. But I'm just sick of the bad guys being able to apologize and get right back into our lives. When are we going to stand up for something? And this ain't just black people. This white people. This Asians. This Mexicans. I don't know. All you motherfuckers. Y'all stop letting people apologize. And some of them don't even apologize. Nicki Minaj still running around in the same wig that she wore to the function with Donald Trump. Still got the same wig on and ain't apologized to shit. We got to stand up for something. This is exactly why America's in the position that we're in now. Y'all don't stand up for shit. The bad guys continue to be able to disrespect us like ain't shit happened. That ain't cool. I want to take a second to talk about K. Michelle. K. Michelle was recently on The Breakfast Club. I made a video about it and look at the video. K. Michelle was on The Breakfast Club sounding bitter against Shabuzi. Goes on to say how we do each other so wrong, but then goes on to call the man a bitch.
Bitch, I don't need no feature from you, because once they find out you don't like black women, it's over for you anyway.
Now, if that man came back and called you a bitch, called you out your name, ooh, all hell break loose. Protect black women, respect black women. We got to go both ways. It ain't one-sided. We got to respect one another. On there mad because the man ain't text you back about a feature. That ain't the first man ain't never text you back, called you back, K. It won't be the last. Then you're sitting up there with that big wig on, talking about, I don't need you, I got Dolly Parton sending me songs. Well, call Dolly Parton. Leave that man alone. And I'm so sick of people using where they from to give them an excuse to be ignorant. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Girl, I'm from Saginaw, Michigan, and we about just as rowdy as y'all are. But that don't give me a reason to shoot up everywhere I go. Stop using where you from to have an excuse to not have cool, to be tasteless. And then go on to say the man can't sing. A lot of people say you can't sing. They say you Yoda. Personally, I like your singing. I love your music. Can't wait for the country record to come out. I miss when artists ain't say a motherfucking thing. When we go back to artists shitting the fuck up. Then you try to spill his tea and say, well, he don't like black women. That's gonna make everybody not like him. I'm a part of the culture that, like I said, that got some sense. And for her to do that to Shabuzi, but then in the next breath, she goes on to support and praise Morgan Wallen. Now, for any of you guys who know, Morgan Wallen was caught on camera saying pussy ass nigga. Pussy ass nigga multiple times. K. Michelle got on there with that wig and she said, that's her favorite country artist and that he is invited to the barbecue. Don't even get me started on the barbecue because I can't stand any black person that say something about white people, close your ears. No, open your ears. About white people being invited to the barbecue. What motherfucking barbecue? I'm so sick of that. Because a white person know how to do the dab. No pun intended. Because a white person know how to sing a note. They know the words to a Luther Vandross song. They know how to two-step. They can do the hustle. They invited to the barbecue. And for you to be from Memphis, I'm disappointed in you. And then stop talking about this barbecue that is never happening because at some point, you may not be invited to the barbecue as a black barbecue. Who started that? Let that die, the barbecue. The barbecue is over. Ain't no more invites. The barbecue didn't happen already. We done went to the barbecue. The barbecue was actually on Juneteenth. And it ain't happening no more. We ain't having no more barbecue. Only other barbecues is gonna be a family function. Stop saying the barbecue. You invited to the barbecue. You invited to the barbecue. You invited to the bar. You invited to the bar. Shut the fuck up about a barbecue. That girl got on there and said she understood why he said pussy ass nigga. Man, let me tell you something. If any white person say pussy ass nigga about me or anybody that I know, any black, ain't no coming back from that. You apologizing because you want to sell records with your mullet. And K. Michelle, you and your wig ought to be ashamed of yourself, as I said, especially being from Memphis. Who from Memphis agree with K. Michelle saying that Morgan Wallen is her favorite country artist because she's trying to get in that genre of music with that particular group of people? It almost comes off as, should I say it, bootlicking. And I never thought I'd see that because K. Michelle is the same one that said you can't raise a man. Man, that was like a hood anthem. Now I'm like, you can't raise a woman because she already grown. What you gonna do? K. Michelle, I'm embarrassed. And I feel like you owe Shabuzi an apology too, because that man ain't did nothing to you but not answer your text message. And it's disrespectful. You got on there and you called that man a bitch. And that wasn't right. And I be thinking sometimes, because you know when you wear a wig, I know because I know black hair. When you wear a wig, you get the wig braided up under the wig. And I think they done braided the braid too tight under the wig to put the wig on, to put the Dolly Parton wig on. And talking about, bitch, Dolly Parton calling me. Girl, well, call Dolly Parton. And when you done speaking to Dolly Parton, give her wig back so she can bleach it back blonde. Give her a wig back. I got Dolly Parton. Well, call her. You messing with that man. That man ain't did nothing. And as I said, just because your preference may not be black women, this a whole nother subject. And I talk about this. And this ain't no disrespect to nobody, no group of people. As a therapy goer, I goes to therapy. I went to therapy. I've been to therapy. I swear by therapy. As someone who promotes going to therapy to help heal yourself, to help find healing, you have to understand why some people don't date black. You got to understand why some people don't date white. Is it just sexual attraction? I don't think it's just sexual attraction. What a lot of people don't want to realize is because you're racist, white man, your daughter is rebellious and she goes out for that black man. Black woman, because your son see you make so many bad decisions. He decided, I love my mama, but I don't want a woman like her. I'm just using examples. Hey, black man, because my daddy was trash. As a black woman, I don't want a trash ass black man. Hey, white woman, I treated my white son so bad. I only want black women because they cook good. That good. That good, ain't it? It's good. The blacker the berry, the sweet what? You already know. I ain't even got to, but I'm going to say it anyway. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's what Ken figured out. At some point, parents have to take accountability to how you contributed to the way that these people like certain things. When it comes to Shabuzi, I don't particularly know if Shabuzi only dates white women or whatever he may date. I have no clue. But just because you have a preference, anybody, that does not make you a bad person. Now, when you get to speaking bad about the other race just because, oh, I don't date this particular group of people at all because they this, then that's when you should have a problem. But that man ain't said nothing like that. And that was rude and real fucked up of her to put that out there like that and thought that she was eating. I do believe that she owes Shabuzi an apology. That man ain't did nothing to you. He contacted you and he may not have liked you. And I feel like you salty about it. I feel like you salty about it. I don't know. What y'all think? I be telling y'all I want y'all to interact. Everything I say ain't right. I'm not on here to be right. I'm on here to have conversation. And shout out to Clarissa Shields. I feel like Clarissa Shields, y'all know Clarissa Shields. It's so hard to say her name. Clarissa Shields. It's such a tricky, is it tricky? Clarissa Shields. There we go. Shout out to Clarissa Shields, one of the greatest female boxers to ever box. I do feel like Clarissa gets the shitty end of the stick. I know that she's in a particular situation. And I know that she just had the interview and they asked her, how long you gonna be with somebody's husband? Oh man, I hate that for her. I actually understand what the host was saying. I feel like after Clarissa went off on her and called her fat and all of that, I feel like when the host came back out and said what she meant, I feel like I understood what she was trying to say, but was it right? I guess it wasn't right or wrong. It was her opinion, and it was her feeling like she was reaching out to another woman. You know, shout out to Papoose. I love Papoose. I do also feel like Clarissa's relationship overpowers her talent. Clarissa is amazing. What? I wouldn't talk shit to Clarissa face. I wouldn't talk shit to Clarissa face with somebody else's mouth. Because I feel like I'm from Michigan. She from Michigan. She fuck around and run into me and knock me out. And I know Clarissa can beat me up. I know she can. She's amazing. She's one of the best to ever do it. And I feel like every time I see her, it's talking about the way that she looks, the way that she dresses, her hair, her relationship. It's like everything overpowers her talent. And I do hate that for her. Now, as far as what the host on the radio show was saying, I do feel like it could have been said in a different way. And I know that people are defending her because, you know, she's an AT alien and she's very respected in Atlanta. But as a host that's been around for a really long time, I do think that she could have said it in a different way to where Clarissa would have understood, because I think that when Clarissa, you know, it's just kind of like when you're on a reality show. You go through the situations while you're on the reality show, right? You're done filming the reality show. But then the shit appears on TV again because it got the air, right? And when it's airing, all the people got all their different opinions and shit like that. Then they on Twitter Oh, if I was Clarissa, da-da-da-da-da. Not Clarissa seeing all the comments and shit. Clarissa's like, goddamn, you right. I ought to whoop that bitch ass when I was up there. And I get that. This is the reality that we live in because of social media. A lot of things don't happen in real time. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it was shade from the host. You know, beat me up if you want to, but I do feel like it was a little shady, although she did say, because I was that person before. If it wasn't shady towards Clarissa, it was shady towards Papoose because, and maybe that's what she really meant. And she ain't changing. Wouldn't he say, I ain't changing? Because she said what she said. How long are you going to allow your relationship basically to overpower your talent? She's right. Every time I see Clarissa in the headlines, it's about her relationship. You know what I'm saying? People messy and motherfucker. They want to hear bullshit. They don't want to hear that she out here knocking bitches out every week. Every time she get in the ring with somebody, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear the bullshit. Y'all know that's what people thrive off of, is the bullshit. So what would you do in Clarissa's situation? Would you be upset with that host that asked you that question? Let's watch the clip.
Real question, because I didn't been here before. How much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband? Because at the end of the day, that's what people are looking at.
Well, pause.
Okay.
Pause, because that's not somebody's husband.
Shanika, your big fat ass sat up there and talked that shit to me. And then when I checked you, respectfully, hopefully next time when you see me face to face, know that I can say the same shit to you I'm saying right now. I can say it to your face. Unlike you, pussy.
So what would you do in that situation? I think that Clarissa had to take a second, think about it. That's why she came back and started calling the lady fat and all carrying on. I feel like Clarissa is tired. Clarissa is from Michigan. Shout out to Michigan. You know, I'm a Michigander. And I hate to see her talent being overpowered by a whole bunch of bullshit. And it's because of the media outlets. And shout out to Clarissa Shields, man. We love you, girl. You dope as fuck. And can't nobody stop your shine, girl. Stop, man. Clarissa, I want to tell you this. Girl, listen, look at me dead in my face. Leave all this shit alone. Fight. Leave all the media outlets alone. Unless you want to be in the media. If you want to be in the media, continue to talk. You know, it almost reminds me of Shamarko. You know Shamark with the crooked back. Every time somebody says something about him, he had to go and clap back. Don't clap back, Clarissa. Stop. Because it's like they trying to make a fool of you, girl. They trying to make a fool of you. Just fight. Man, we be cheering you on in Michigan. We love you, Clarissa. We get it. You in a relationship with Papoose, and hey, that's it. Leave it alone. We heard the story, Pap, upstairs. I'm sorry, I be saying that sometime, Clarissa. Papoose upstairs. I think it's so funny. But you should get that put on a shirt and make some money off of it. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't never learn nothing from Candy Burris. Candy Burris turned headlines into income. Turn that shit into income. Leave all that shit behind. Papoose upstairs. I buy it. Papoose upstairs, because I say it all the time. People say it all the time. Turn that pain into gain. Man, stop letting these people rile you up. Instead of speaking out every time somebody say something about you, man, go in that ring and whoop a motherfucker ass. That's what you do. When every time somebody say Papoose upstairs, sell a t-shirt. Hello, somebody. Hey, man, leave all that stuff behind, man. You're too talented for that. And you don't want to go down in history as somebody that be complaining all the time, always fighting back. Man, leave that alone. You know where to fight at. You know where to fight at because you trained where to fight at. You ain't trained to fight online. That ain't even for you, man. They be trying to make a fool of you, and you ain't no fool. I hate it. I hate to see it. I don't never comment on none of that stuff. Man, leave her alone. She beat your ass. Tell me she won't. I'm going on record by saying Clarissa will beat your ass and your mama. And probably a few of y'all at the same time, because y'all ain't doing nothing but pulling hair. Clarissa is pulling cards and whooping ass. And I've been to the fight. And she don't play. Clarissa, matter of fact, girl, get me to come out with you and be your hype man for your next fight. I swear to God, I have it so motherfucking hype, you wouldn't even know what to do. You wouldn't even want to fight. You'll be somewhere trying to have a cocktail with me. We'll have a good time. Come on, Clarissa, come on. Let me go on down. I know, Pap, I'ma DM you. Pap, you hear me? I'ma DM you. I need to be at the next fight because I'm tired of them messing with my girl. And I ain't even one that's on one side. Mind you, I love Remy Ma. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't sleep in them folks' bed. Watch how you talk to me. I'm a mogul, bitch. That's my shit. It's music. That don't mean I don't like Pap. That don't mean I don't like Clarissa. It's music, it's entertainment. And that's what a lot of y'all fail to realize. A lot of this stuff is entertainment. I know that this is these people real lives, but y'all get so caught up into their real lives to where you got them getting all caught up and strangled up in they shit too. And it's like, wait a minute, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Until people get to doing you wrong or doing wrong in the culture, that's when you jump in. Cause I like the pumble bitches that like K. Michelle, like I was on. Girl, you look stupid as hell supporting Morgan Wallen. And I'm going to stand on that. Yeah, into the barbecue. You should be embarrassed, Kay. I hate that for you. Being in the country scene is not that important to where you from Memphis and you talking about somebody calling somebody a pussy ass nigga is okay. Well, you ain't say that it was okay. You said that he'll never say anything or your friends will never say anything like that around you. But you running around here talking about Shabuzi, dogging him out, calling him out his name, but praising Morgan Wallen. Girl, that is not a good look at all. You look kind of fucking crazy. I love you, P.O.P., hold it down. But I'm going to end the show because, for one, it's getting late. You know, I kind of wait for the show to start at a certain time because, you know, nightfall, and I like the visual of it all. I know the people on Spotify and iTunes and Amazon music, y'all can't see, but it's a really good scene and I enjoy it. And I'm exhausted. But I do this because I love y'all and I love that you love me and I love you back. And I'm going to tell you that every episode and ain't nothing you can do about it. I love you too. Well, actually have a guest on the next episode. I'll put some promo out for the next episode of who the guest is. I hope y'all love it. We got a lot of amazing guests this season, but I wanted to do a couple of episodes myself because I want you to be familiar with me because this is my show and I enjoy talking to you. And also, if you have any questions for me, want any advice, want to talk about something on the show, shoot me a DM to Keep It Simple with Dab on Instagram or any DM that you see of me. Shoot me a DM. I don't care how long it is. I want to respond to you. I want to communicate with you. I want to love on you. I want to help lead you in the right direction. I ain't saying I'm going to lead you in the right direction. I'm saying I want to help as much as I can. Shoot me a DM with any questions, concerns, advice, or if you just want to say something nice. If you want to be anonymous, let me know, because if you're not anonymous, then I will tell your handle. I love y'all so much. Keep it simple with Dab. I'm out. I love y'all.